Thunderstruck went boom over the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 18.
There it is.
Here we are. We apologise for last week's delay on YouTube. It's not being uploaded. So what we're doing this week is we're opening up with Baden's new toy.
Yeah.
Baden, introduce the toy to the crowd.
I'm actually not sure what it's called, but
Degeneracy.
Racehorse Alliance, mate.
yeah, there you go. I'm pretty sure Will got off Timu or something, but it's pretty
Shout
fun.
out Timu.
Yeah, shout out Timu. Yeah, it's pretty funny. There's 6 horses. It's on like a battery. They're all on like a little track, and a different horse wins all the time.
He says a different horse wins every time, but I reckon he's got the algorithm down to picking it.
I've had a good. Should I go first then?
Yeah, you can pick first.
All right. Well, in honor of the late Vale Rip Snitzel,
Snitty. The Schnitty. Number one
Snitty.
sire. Gone. Dead.
Number one sire passed away today, so I'm gonna call mine Snitzy, and I'm going number 5.
Number 5, all right.
Yep.
I'm going number 3, the green. I'll call it New Zealand green.
Now, after
Lots of
the
kiwi.
Gold Coast performances on the weekend, I'm not going blue, so I'm taking that inside rail, the red cell.
Oh, you're kidding.
Red Zell.
Red
Put
Zell.
on silent mode.
But I'm going to call my horse Dashing Wishes.
Dashing.
Dashing wishes.
Yeah. After
Okay,
Dashing's coupling
okay.
on the weekend. Come on, Wishes.
All right. Well, they're at the barriers. Flip it.
Oh, I've done
They're up.
well.
Snitzy's going. He's doing what usually happens when I bet on horses.
Just
and that's
looking
come
for a
last.
back to follow here.
Come on,
You're
Snitzy.
kidding. Around the bend,
Oh,
3
not
wide.
good.
What? It's a tight race.
I'm going as good as the Titans did on the weekend.
Go, Snitzy. Come back.
Not good.
Oh, he's...
Oh, he's
the
coming
Titans.
back. Oh, Snitzy. Oh, who's the two? Go, Snitzy. Yes.
I hope that's not a sign for Origin coming up.
Oh, yeah. It was blue.
Second. Place multi.
I'm still finishing here.
Exacta.
I pulled up lame.
Oh, he's gone second last.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's a pretty classic game, but Snitzy's got that one.
So that is going to be the Finns now finish on top of the ladder. Broncos second. Titans are last.
Yes. I'm actually going to have a look. I'd love to know what we're into for the wooden spoon after the weekend.
Oh,
I'll get back to you on that. But welcome to episode 18, ladies and gentlemen. Cracker game in sports.
it was a great week again. Origins teams have been picked as well. Few surprises. Few smokies in there that someone's called.
The Smokies are in. But
Yeah.
no, I reckon there's bigger news than that. You know, with the Origin team list, that is, as you're saying. New captain for Queensland as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Mad Dog. Maybe it was a sign when I ran past him like the other week. That was a sign. And I ran past Billy on Monday night. That was pretty funny.
Did you?
Yeah. I
yeah,
get
seen that.
like a sign. So if I run past in the third game, I can put the sign up behind him.
Yeah.
Or maybe just get like a sticker and slap it on the camera.
Or just put
I'd
up
get a huge fine for that probably.
Yeah. Just
I?
give them a sticker. Pardon the pun sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to build up the strength for it.
Yeah. Because we moved markets pretty hard here. So
I
maybe
think
if we
he
just
already
say
watches,
now,
but-
Queensland wins the second game,
Oh.
markets
think
would
so.
be moving.
I don't think so.
Don't say that.
You
You're
gotta be
a
real.
Titans mentality, man.
I'm a hurt man.
Yes.
You can't blame me. Mate, it's been a sad week.
It has been a tough week for you there.
But I'm back on socials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the band's over.
How long's that going to last?
I don't know, I was straight back on the Titans page.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I asked a question, went to the top comment straight away too, so I got fans. But just asked Des to come out and explain why he keeps picking Brian Kelly.
Yeah, I did say that.
Please explain. Top comment. and then I had a guy try to arc up and say he's the only one who tried to stop a couple of tries last week. I said it was 36-0 at that point, bud. I was like, have you not watched him for the last 5 weeks? He's probably let about 20 in. I don't know.
Oh,
He's
my
So, yeah,
firing
if you want a good
right up.
laugh, jump on the Titans Instagram and Facebook pages. You get some good fights in there from me. I'm out for vengeance, bro.
Are you like a top contributor badge or whatever it is?
No, I've got demoted on that.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I was. But that's all right.
Keep him honest.
Oh, we're trying to. That's
Yeah.
what we do around here. But
You'll have Kevy Walters next year.
Kevy's going all right.
Yeah. You'll have him on your coach, I reckon.
Yeah, there's
Des
a
is
few-
gone, man. He's got to be gone.
Dude, he's gone. I reckon I'm a smoky.
Yeah. They'd chuck you in. I reckon they were watching your Oz tag.
I'd go all right.
Yeah.
I reckon. Or an assistant.
Yeah.
I'd take an assistant. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyway,
I'd just get them straight away fitness.
I'd recruit Haas straight from the Bronx.
That wouldn't happen.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
First
move. Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, it would. I'd just be like, yeah, your brother's here. It's an hour down the. I'd have a good pitch.
No, I reckon you'd say that and he'd be like, oh, so true. And then he'd get his brother to come to the broadcast.
and he can have reverse. I don't like police either.
He's had a few
reverse
card.
comments.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Reverse card.
How good were the jerseys?
I liked them. I very much liked them.
Yeah, they were meant to get them for 4 weeks, but apparently they've only got 1 week with it last week.
That was it? Really?
Apparently. That's what I've heard. But we'll see what happens on the weekend. Because it was meant to be for 4, but I don't think they're allowed to do it because of the sponsors on the jerseys and everything. They pay heaps for that.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know.
They were very cool. I'm definitely going to pick
were
up one of the
sick.
jerseys.
Yeah.
So,
Where they selling them, Rebel.
yeah, sell them at Rebel.
They sell them in most All Black shops too.
Really?
Here you go, All Blacks.
The All Blackers. Where'd you get that one from?
From the uncle.
Oh, nice. That's a Ridgy Didge.
Yep.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I see that, I just think of Dan Cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's,
Some of his goal kicks, they're just imprinted in my head. There was one, they were in New Zealand, and it was like a 45-degree angle.
yeah.
I'll never forget it.
kicks it out with the wind, comes back in.
Yeah.
But I still reckon Papali is the best kicker in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh Papali'i.
He struck that one nicely.
Wasn't that, like, if you don't believe in, well, I don't believe in gods, but there's definitely football gods. Like,
That's your religion.
Who is it?
I don't know. But you can't tell me there's not a. Like,
Yeah.
Wayne Bennett would have to be one of them.
Oh, Wayne, dude, that's a
He's
good
knocking
shout.
on the door
That
of
is
heaven as
actually
well.
a good shout.
Wayne Bennett, for sure.
Or like, who was the guy who used to yell out Bulldog in the scrums or whatever it was?
Gordon Tallis.
No. And he had the croaky voice. I've lost it.
Darren Lock.
Yeah, there's another one. I forgot his name. It's not Terry Lamb. Anyway, play on. It's New South Wales. It's not important. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah. No, his kick was real good. He got 2 tries, which was sick.
Shout out to Owen Paddy, my little mate. Can clearly see he set both of them up. Just could have gone left, goes right, just throws him a pill straight over. Second one was sick too.
So he was the most played games. That's what they were celebrating? For the Raiders
Yeah, for
only.
Raiders. Yeah. But he's in the 300 club.
Yeah.
I think.
He's well in there.
319, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. But this is his last year. Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely his last year. Yeah. So that'd be sad. But,
It's
mate, the way
still-
they're going, he's going to be playing all the way through to October.
Oh, he still does some damage on the field.
It was good for Queensland back in the day as well. Eh?
Well, Billy called him last year for game 2 if he wanted to come do the first 20 minutes.
Really?
Because of obviously the problems in the forwards. But he said no.
No way.
Jeez, I love it.
Do you reckon Billy's called him this year?
Oh, he would have had. No, well, he's called Corey instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called that as well.
I said that.
Adam said as well. Eh?
Yeah. Well, that's what Adam said. We just need a little bit of grunt, and that he will just bring it. I reckon if he's on the field, he'll just.
Headbutt someone, eh? Just
was
put
trying to
something on the
crack
chin
him,
straight away.
Oh, I'm not going to say it because it's for New South Wales.
I hope.
Don't bring it up in
No, that's why I was like, no, I won't do that. Give him nothing this week, boys.
Yeah.
No. So it's next week, hey? Next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And
WA?
Ooh. Does it change
Yeah,
the
it's
time or
Perth.
anything? That it's going to be 8 o'clock still?
Oh,
You'd
they
have
play-
to think it would have to be.
Yeah, they must because
It'd
they're
have to
2 hours.
Actually, it'll be on
behind.
sports bets.
Yep.
Let's have a look. Just
2
to make
hours
sure, you know, PTP getting everyone early.
Yeah.
So they'd be playing
Pretty-
like 6.
pretty early.
You think? Eh?
Yeah.
So annoying, man. If it's over there as
No,
well, like, put it
kickoff's
on
at 10:05.
Perfect.
I will tell you what, I'll be asleep.
8:05.
8:05. All right.
But even like, dude, it's crazy. Even Ezra Mem's 18th man.
Yeah, that seems wild.
Like, what is going on?
Has
So-
Billy been seeing him at training or something?
I think Billy's been going and seeing the THC doctors, eh? Like,
I didn't see that. He will definitely not be going anywhere near the team anyway.
No. But that's
And,
always fun.
but-
So
Yeah.
who's new in the team?
so, I want to try to put myself on the spot. We've got Hammer's back on the wing, Val's in the centres, Tommy's at 7, Trent Leo's starting at 13.
You said that? You wanted that?
Yeah, I did say that.
Well,
They might get him.
so
He'd
what-
take a lot
bro,
of sting out of the game.
Paddy Carrigan benched, bro. Like,
Well, if you're not
what
up to
have
the
you done
standards-
to us?
No, you put Carrigan in after
Let him-
20 minutes as a bit of an
Because New South
enforcer.
Wales did start
We're going
getting
to
on
be
the
down
top of
20
us.
0 by then.
A bit after 20 minutes, that's when they started climbing on top of us. So maybe they're just getting Trent out there to take a bit of the sting out of it. Cop the big hits because he's a big boy, he'll do it.
And Corey Horsburgh coming over the top with the left
and
hand.
Corey Horsburgh coming to the top with the closed fist, giving a couple of resi ear rubs out.
I hope so.
With the big chuffy cheeks and these crying.
Yeah, and then Carrigan comes on and he'll just start
I
in
think
the middle.
I think we're in trouble there. Anyway, Kate Wall's back.
Yeah, you said that.
That's another one. Big tick.
Yeah.
Big tick. But I can't believe he's starting. I thought off the bench would have been heaps better.
Where's he going to be?
Second row. But I reckon they'll swap that. I really reckon come game time, I reckon Billy's just smoking mirrors here.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon there's no way they're going to bench Paddy. No.
Really?
There's no. I don't reckon that'll happen.
That's a smoky. All
I
right,
don't
let's
reckon
see.
that'll happen.
Smoke.
It just doesn't make sense to me. It's the whole reason why we got flogged in the first game. We're going to put our best bloody player on the bench.
Yeah.
Because after 20 minutes, we're going to no.
Is he playing with their minds?
No, don't
Maybe.
ask that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But even another one, like the only good player that I remember seeing in game one was old Nanai. And even he's back to the bench.
Yeah.
Like, and I get it. Like that one I get. After 20 minutes, you're on a bit of impact and bring him on. Like that does make sense to me in a way. But inside, he would have to be filthy.
Yeah.
I would be.
Probably, yeah.
I would be. Anyway. Yeah, we got Mo and Tino at the front. And then Nanai, Kurt Mann's in, another one.
Said that.
Yeah, he said that.
Lindsay
Great call.
Collins, Paddy. So
Who's fullback?
fullback
Ponga
is Ponga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D-Day for him.
Yeah,
Another one, write this
100%
down.
D-Day.
I don't know if it'll be after. Well, if you lose, it'll be after this game. If we win, it'll be after game 3. But after the next Queensland loss, I guarantee Ponga will pledge his allegiance to New Zealand.
Yeah, true.
Full time.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. Because he's just gonna have a sook next time we lose, and then he's already not playing that great, and obviously got Reece Walsh and everyone else.
Yeah.
Write that down. That'll be a good one.
Reece Walsh actually didn't play too bad for the
No,
Bronx.
he went all right.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah. Not too bad. It was,
He had that hammy strapped pretty heavily.
yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, well half right.
He did some some usual
I
Reece
wasn't
Walshy,
happy, yeah.
some usual Walshy stuff where he, goes for a massive pass when you don't
Threw
need
a
to.
couple forward.
Yeah, but he did do
That's
some
all
good
right.
stuff as well. Ezra Mam's pass was
I
sick.
can't get angry.
Ezra Mam's pass was good to the who was the winger? Karapani.
It was like a nightmare being there. Every time you just get the ball, it was a line. I swear he's got a line break. And the crowd was dude. There was 40,000 there.
Jeez, that's all right.
Yeah, I thought there'd be like no one because let's be fair, we've both been going real bad. I thought there'd been like no one. 39K, and it was all Bronx, and they were loud.
Yeah, Bronx are ride or die, pal.
Yeah, no, that,
Especially
I
on a
thought that was
Saturday.
pretty good.
Especially on a Saturday
Yeah.
where they'll get on the juice a little harder as well.
Yeah.
They'll be a little bit more
lippy.
vocal. Yeah.
Few punch-ons in the crowd.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Suncorp's just great, eh?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
real
it's
good.
good.
Yeah.
Because I was going to go to bloody Seabus. It's nice to get an actual like big ass stadium.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Pretty happy with it. Happy the
Beers
Bronx
were
got a win.
bloody terrible. Had
Really?
a couple of hands. It tasted like wine. Paid $10.50 for
No
one.
bubbles in it. They weren't aerating it properly.
Oh,
They need the lines cleaned, I reckon.
yeah, mate, it was
Something.
horrible.
$10.50 as well.
$10.50.
Oof, I tell you.
Jeez, man.
And Inflation's getting everything.
Like, it was $15 for all the cans. Like if you want a can of CC or Bundy, it was $15 a can.
Who's the beer sponsors there? Like, is 4X?
4X gold.
4X and then
But even like the
and
two
that's
taps
still
for
that much.
4X and Han, they're both $10.50.
That's crazy.
For not even a cup, it was the old,
Yeah. And
Chardonnay
you're
glass.
down in 3 gollops if you're really having a go at it.
mate.
Inflation, man.
Pretty annoying. And then I'm
Yeah,
obviously
it's
getting
the
flogged. I'm
inflation,
the only
man.
Titan supporter in the whole stadium. I was like, this is so annoying.
Yeah.
What? Did you wear your jersey?
I had my jersey, but I had a jumper on, and I was not taking that off. I just sat there with the jumper, and it was pretty hot with all the people there. I was just like, every time they scored, I'd be the only person sitting down. Like, it would have been so obvious.
Yeah,
It was a hard watch.
What about the Knights beating Manly?
Great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
That
Great
broke-
finish.
Great viewing. Not
Welcome
if
to
you're a
the
Manly
Knights.
fan.
Putting the effort in.
Yeah.
Good to see.
Oh, mate, any team that gets booed off at halftime, if you don't come out and perform in the
Yeah.
second half,
Dude, that
Yeah.
was wild.
It was
I
great.
said to Adam, I was like, are they playing at home? He's like,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was like,
yeah, dude, that's the only team I'll ever allow to boo their team. The
Yeah.
stuff that they've gone through in the last decade, they can do whenever they want. Like they're still like I think it's like 3rd or 4th most attended home game
Really?
after all these years. Like they
Yeah.
still show up, and it was like what 24-0.
Newcastle's huge. Like
How good was it? Did you see the coach's presser? Because he didn't know they got booed because when they booed him and when he was going down the elevator at halftime, so he missed it all. And then the reporter questioned him about it and he didn't know, so he's fired up real bad.
Really?
At all the fans, and he had to come out on Friday morning and do a public apology.
Wow.
Yeah, like full ripped him. Gave him like
Fair
absolute
enough.
blasting because he wasn't ready for the question, and then he owned it the next day, which is fair enough. But still, it was just like crack up.
Love that.
Yeah, just
The club would be right onto him there. Eh?
Yeah, you'd have to come
You'd
out pretty
better
quick.
say so,
Like,
yeah.
he went off.
Imagine that 5,000 people next home game.
Oh, that would be
Because he had to go
scenes.
at him.
Oh, well, they've got, when does D-Bag start?
Well, it's meant to be next year,
Yeah.
but they could push for an early release still. I think it's before June 30. I think you can do it still. I think after June 30, you've got to stay.
Yeah, right. Wonder if that'll happen.
Yeah, which is
Well, they're both, isn't Knights and Eels like last and second last? Pretty close.
second last and third last.
Sorry, Titans are last, aren't they?
Come on, put some respect on the boy's name. Yeah, it's not easy being last.
Shit. Did anyone put Spooners for Titans? We should have done
Yeah,
that. We
that
should have
would've-
known.
That would have
Who
been paying
would've known?
decent as well.
You
That-
said Raiders. I checked the other day.
He did, he
Yeah.
actually did, yeah.
You
Yeah.
put Raiders.
We both
Well-
put Dragoons.
Yeah.
So we're not too far off.
And all I can see when I'm sitting here, chat can't see it, but there's a Raiders signed jersey right there that just reminds me every week. Just for a bit of torture. The boys like torturing me lately.
It's a shout out as well. It's pretty good.
But
Pretty solid room, innit?
Yeah,
that's what I'll be
decent.
doing next week. I might be wearing a new jersey because I'll be finding a new team for the rest of the year. There's a few to choose from. The Wars.
Yeah.
I think I'll jump on the Wars bandwagon.
Dude.
Because you've got the Fins.
The Wars, 100%, man.
The Wars are on.
I said it last week,
Yep.
didn't I? I
Yep.
just
Oh,
put
mate.
my foot down. I reckon
They're the ones.
they're doing well. They're doing very well. And it was pretty telling against the Sharks, who can, they're kind of like the Titans. They can put it together or lose it pretty easily, but they
The
they
Sharks are
tried.
like the upgraded version of the Titans.
Yep. And Nico Hines is basically Brian Kelly with long hair.
Mate, that's not even close. Mate. The stuff that I have to put up with Brian Kelly is an all-time joke.
Yeah. Wait, I heard that Dave Fafita's now just saying that he's not playing.
Yeah. Well,
Like
he'll be back in 2 weeks.
But like,
But all the tests and stuff say he's ready to go now.
Yeah.
But he reckons he's not ready to go.
He's scared for sure.
But he's now happy to uplift his training, so he reckons 2 weeks.
They don't
how
want to
does
play for their
Titans
own
have any
team.
fans?
Well, yeah.
They would rather
Can we
sit
talk
on the
about something else?
sideline and then go
How's
out and get
how's the
pumped
AFL?
week in,
How's the
week out.
AFL going?
Okay. I'm going to say another smoky then, because the Wars are like that. If the Finns keep putting it together, they are going to make the 8.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, if we make the 8, I'll be pretty stoked. I was just stoked for us to win more than like 3 or 4 games this year.
Yeah, no,
under the new
they're
coach.
right. Well, after the first 7 rounds, you were the Spooners.
Yeah, we were
Like,
not
you-
going. We had
big
one win, I
turnaround.
think.
Which surprised me because we were given raps quite a bit.
They were saying they weren't far off, eh?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
we just keep getting spanked by
did the
injuries
Titans
as
they
well.
hide me.
But Isaiah Katoa is a
man.
weapon.
Oh,
I hope
mate.
he doesn't go anywhere for the rest of his life. I will gladly sit here for the next 15 years and watch him play at number 7 for the Finns.
I saw him do a really, like when you were saying that play that he did a couple of weeks ago.
inside outside.
Yeah, inside, outside. It reminded me of one that Cleary did like 3 years
Yeah.
ago where I tried to just, like, I grabbed a footy and I was like, how? Couldn't even figure out how he did it, like even with a footy in my hand.
Yeah.
Let alone in the NRL, and you're like 70 kilos, and you've got like 110 kilos solely lining you up.
Yeah.
Like it's
crazy,
nuts.
yeah.
And everyone forgets he is 21.
Yeah.
It is like pretty crazy. It's a pleasure to watch.
Yeah.
And like
Shouldn't say too much though because Phil Gould will
Insane.
definitely scoop him up pretty quick.
Yeah, he's done it
put on
before.
50,
He'll do it again.
You know, you can usually say like the other team gave up or they weren't doing too well. But the fact that they've done it back-to-back weeks now, and it's like the 3rd or 4th time they put 50 up, shows that they've got real good attack.
Yep.
And like I don't know if you guys seen, I don't know which like channel you're watching it on, but the live letter, yeah, the differential between the Dragons and the the Dolphins in that game was just the funniest thing. It's going to change so much coming up to the finals.
Yeah,
because
true.
that points for and against will be such a difference.
Yeah, well, especially it's only 2 points between first and eighth and last at one
those
point.
50-point games doesn't matter to the Titans and stuff because they come in last, but anyone from like 5 to 13 can't afford to have those losses.
Nah.
And not only that, they've got to make 50 points back plus some in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
To overcome that one game.
Yeah.
So it's not, everyone can be like, oh, it was just one game, it's all right. It's like the follow-on effect from it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Because you watch, if they come 10th and then all 6 teams are on 18, or you know what I mean, they'll be that exact game that they missed.
Yep. No, they did good. They look good as well.
Yeah.
Avarillo,
It's
Herbie.
the speed they play with.
Yeah.
Herbs,
Like
man.
them and the Raiders are just on a whole different level, and the Storm when they put it on, it's just how fast they'll go through the middle.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like they'll beat most teams if they can just play that fast.
One of your usual bets hit as well. Herbie scoring the first and the last try of the game.
Yep.
Pick one. It's not bad.
I wasn't going to say his 2 tries because Herbie is down on the short 3 for player of the week.
Yeah. Oh, we're not going to mention
Good.
it.
May as well go through it, eh?
Okay, I've opened that one up. That was a nice little roll into the segment.
This was a bit hard this week. It
Yeah.
was a bit hard. But I've got it down to 3, and they all played spectacular.
Okay.
So, player 1, Hughesy. Jerome Hughes.
yeah.
Ooh.
Love him.
Ready? 2 tries, 2 try assists, 3 line breaks, 6 tackle breaks, 1 line break assist, and 380 kick meters.
That's pretty solid.
He's kicked the ball a fair bit, hasn't he?
He's had a cracker. Few common suspects coming up. Olakuatu's in.
Yeah, he deserves
8
it.
tackle breaks, 39 tackles, 18 runs, 201 meters.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Has he made the extended bench in New South Wales now?
No, he's been released. He's having a kid this week.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough.
Is he?
Yeah.
Congrats to
More
him.
on him.
scoops. You're welcome.
Shout out.
More scoops, you're fucking over
And
it.
then our man. So the
He
Herbie.
works at the hospital.
Lomax has 3 jobs.
I spoke to Seabold, and Seabold. Yep. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely not playing this week.
That's classic.
Ches is in. Yep. And Tommy's in.
Beautiful.
Cheers, Ant. And then Herbie's game. 2 tries, 8 tackle busts. 8 was the tackle bust number this week.
True.
Oh.
20 runs for 209 meters.
Oh,
Oh, not a bad dig for a center.
not a bad dig at all.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Who do you reckon?
I liked Herbie.
Yeah.
Herbie just stands out.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Because the thing that I did like about the Finns is they made a big intention to start that game aggressive. And it was like the second tackle, they gave away a head-high tackle. And then they didn't stop him for like the whole rest of the game. They just pumped the Dragons.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was a brutal performance. And I
Yeah.
thought Herbie was a big reason behind it.
I reckon Herbie's probably, number 1. And then 2, I'd probably give to Olakuatu, just because when he can turn it on, man, he's a freak.
He's
For
and like,
such a big boy.
Yeah.
Like,
Who?
he's
Okay,
very
this
skillful.
is another one then.
Yeah.
Who would be the best number 11s and 12s in the game?
first one for me would be Hudson.
Yes,
Yeah, true,
that's
actually.
fair.
At this current moment,
Yeah.
Hudson is the first player that I'm picking in second row.
Yeah.
And then secondly,
It's tough because you got Nanai. He's a bit hit and miss, but he's
Yeah.
pretty incredible when he wants to be.
yeah, not my sort of player.
No.
Is
Then,
it Katoa at the Storm?
yeah.
Yeah.
Eli Katoa's
Good
Ali
shout.
Katoa's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
those two.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take those two.
What about like Preston?
Nah, not yet. But he's back this week. Dude, his 4-week suspension flew by.
Yeah,
I
that's-
swear we're talking about.
Oh, yeah,
we
4
had a
weeks.
couple of weeks off, but that went so fast.
Yeah.
But he's back this week.
He's not going to make Origin.
No.
There goes that, Smokey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the next.
Yeah.
He still might captain the team next 3-4 years.
Yeah, that's fair.
See how that goes.
Yeah.
But
What about for the Bulldogs, Galvin? You can't skip it. It's pretty good that he
Yeah.
got a try.
Yeah.
again,
They were
the
blowing
footy
up
gods, the footy gods. It was
Yeah.
just interesting, eh? Like, I don't know if the doggies put out a big like club email or something because it did feel a little bit. I don't know how you guys felt, but the cheer he got when he ran on was honestly like, honestly like Joey Johns' come back from the grave.
Yeah.
It was the opposite of Ezra Mann's.
Like, it was just like, it just felt, I don't know, it just felt so forced. Like, don't get me wrong, if he was like a club junior and he's come through the grades at Doggies and like is the next big thing there, I'd get it. But I just don't know, it felt so forced to me.
Yeah.
It really did.
Phil Gould just said everyone, he's just got like a little, a prompt card. Cheer.
Applaud.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Sexton and Marnie I think they were a bit iffy of like, ooh.
Well, the interesting part to it, Sexton didn't know he was going to go to 9.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting new play. But ultimately, you'd have to say Reid is the one who's on the out, looking at it at the moment anyway.
I thought it would be Sexton.
So did I.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But another thing that makes no sense to me is how come no other club has asked for Sexton?
Because he's from the Titans.
Yeah, I get that.
He's playing good. He's playing good.
He's one of the main reasons they're top of the ladder.
Yeah.
Another one that gets real miss with him is he's like grubbers close to the line. Remember when he was at the Titans, we were coming last, and he still led the NRL for most forced resets.
Yeah, right.
Dropouts, yeah. Like, bro, he's a gun.
So
he's got the ugliest head, looks like a chipmunk, but I think he's going good.
did you see Bailey picked it up as well? The Eels and Bulldogs, the 2 Reid Marnies. They
The
look,
headgears.
they both they come up like one of them tackled the other one. They come up, looked at each other, and it was like,
Well, I had it on radio. I was at work.
oh right, no, they both come up and like both in the same frame,
The fans were out.
and we were pretty sure it was the same person. So that's a strange one there.
Yeah.
I tell you, that hooker for the Eels is a bit weird.
Who's that?
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you his name. It shows you how good he's going.
Yeah, that's tough.
But like, I don't know. Doesn't do much.
Who do you reckon Sexton will go to? Will anyone pick him up? What's going to happen there?
Well, he's going to have to go because I'm pretty sure he's off contract anyway.
He'll go to WA.
The Bears.
Could come home.
Oh.
Who did they kick out?
Foz is done.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a walking bloody pine cone, that bloke. But nah, ultimately, I don't know.
A few moving parts going on now. Big Philly Gould.
Who did I hear as a big smoky for the Bears? Pappy.
Whoa.
Yeah. Pappy's a pretty big rumour going around, eh?
Really?
He only signs 1 year deal with the Storm.
True.
Yeah. So that's a bit of a rumour.
That'd be kind of cool. That'd be your number one signing then, wouldn't it? He'd be your
Good start.
he'd be your hallmark guy kind of thing.
I don't hate it. I reckon it's pretty good.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, if Edwards isn't around, he's probably playing Origin.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Even if Edwards is around, he should be playing Origin.
yeah. I'm surprised I don't chuck him in on like that utility spot that everyone talks about, eh? Like, I don't know.
He could be doing it.
Imagine him coming on with 10 minutes before halftime. Like, that's my biggest threat. Not Spencer Lenu.
Yeah.
It'd be Pappy coming on before halftime. Hope Gus isn't listening. Or Laurie.
Yeah. You
But
move a Marcus. I'm telling you.
He played-
anything you say comes true these days.
Pappy played Origin like a few years ago, didn't he? Like before he broke
Did he?
his leg.
I'm pretty sure he was about to. Like, he was knocking on the door, and that's when he had the big knee collision. I don't think he
I
actually
thought
played, eh?
I thought I
If
remember
it did, it would have
him
been
playing
under 20s photo or something. But
okay.
I'm pretty sure that was like 2 weeks before they were going to be in the team.
You bring that one up, Jamie?
That's correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. Oh, we skipped over with the Wires and the Sharkies. Iro getting the record try scorers.
And Herbie's one behind him right now.
Yeah.
So Herbie has equaled what the record was last week.
9
That's pretty good
consecutive
effort.
first games.
Yep. Herbie's on 8.
Yep.
Iro's on 9.
That's
but
crazy.
Iro might be injured.
I
believe.
think he did take a bit of an injury.
And I think Iro has had games where he's missed this year.
Yeah.
Where Herbie's on a flat train straight to the record. So look at that however you want. But, yeah.
Is Herbie going to have any Dally M points? Like, is he doing it any good?
Katoa's stealing them all.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. That's right. Luke Metcalf just milking it.
Yeah, we were having a look before. So if you don't know, the Dally M goes behind closed doors from here. Metcalf's on 38. Who was second? I forgot.
Katoa was third.
Katoa's third on 28.
Teddy.
Teddy
Tedesco.
at 32. Teddy.
Yeah, I saw him up at the pub actually.
Did ya? Did you say hey for me? So Richie's been talking about you on PTP?
Yeah, he asked. He's like, "Oh, you got a podcast?" Yeah. I said, "Nah." Don't need that sort of attention.
Not in that. Not
Not from a
around
New
here.
South Wales player
Nah.
at the time.
That's what
Queenslanders only.
I was confused as to what the Roosters were doing here, though. Like, they didn't have a game last week.
Buy around.
Yeah, so they decided to come to the
Yeah,
Pacific Paradise
They've done a lot of
There you go.
season training here. I've seen them a few years though, hanging around like Cock and Hen and stuff.
Yeah.
Near 20s there, but
well, because they were at the
They've been there a
Pacific
few
Tavern, and then the boys played golf, and they played golf behind.
oh really?
Yeah, Baz and that.
Jeez, that would have
So-
been a great side, eh?
Yeah. Cheering it on.
Yeah.
They were sitting around the green watching the boys come up to them. Bailey and that had to hit up while the Roosters
really?
were around the green. Yeah.
Jeez, he'd be spraying that for sure. There'd be a nice slice coming off me, I reckon.
Shaking. I'd probably drive it at him.
Yeah, knock him out, eh?
Yeah. Good luck beating the Broncos.
Yeah.
So true. But yeah, before we do a little bit of our origin prediction, we got to pick a team outside of the top 8 who's going to play finals this year.
Well, I know Baden's pick because
Yeah, it's,
his team could very well be there.
I hope so. I just hope we don't keep getting injuries.
So write that down. Mm-hmm. Who are you going?
Finzies.
I'll give you the Bronx if they're outside the 8.
I think they're 8.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, this will work. Please.
Oh, yeah, they are, eh?
Yes.
Have you got the ladder up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll read them out. You got the Seagulls, you got the Roosters, the Dragons, the Rabbitohs, the Panthers, the Tigers, the Knights, and the Eels.
I'm going to say
Oh, we're coming 7th.
Rabbits.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's how close it is. All it takes is one win, and it's those 50 points, like you were
Come back to
saying.
what we're referring to. The Cowboys are 6th on 15 points. Dude, the
Mate,
Titans are only 2 wins behind them in
Yeah.
last.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We get lucky to get 2 more wins, but it puts it into perspective.
Yeah, all you need
That's
is
what
a
I was saying
bye
last
week.
week, but
Do you
you
have
said it
a
last
bye
week.
this week?
No, I've already used our buys. Both of them. That's one of the best parts. Oh my god! We've used both of them. How have you had 2 buys already?
How have you had 2 buys? You're on the bottom of the table.
We've technically won 3 games all year. Out of 12.
You are coming last for sure.
Oh, shit, man.
I go to Sydney in a couple of weeks to watch him play against Para 2.
Oh,
That's
that'd be
a
sick.
waste of money.
Are you going with Brado?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Oh. Anyway.
What
All right,
I,
well, I'm saying rabbits.
Nice. Right, mine should be pretty straightforward.
I'm saying.
Chooks.
Oh, you. I was just about to take.
I've been saying the Chooks for 6 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
bro.
Well,
Mine
now
are
I've
the
got to
Chookies.
change it.
Yeah, good.
Well, if anyone hasn't said the Panthers,
Yeah, it's just so like I just hate them so much.
Yeah,
I
just
just
rather
can't
not.
even. I don't even care if they do. I just don't want. I don't want to put that out in the universe that
Yeah.
they make the top 8. Yeah, well, you've left me no choice but to go to Seagulls.
What about the Tigers?
Not possible.
not with Luai on your team.
Eels for a late run?
That'd be alright. Be good to watch.
I wouldn't hate it. Jared Haynes style.
Well, there you go.
Titans. I reckon Titans will make it.
Yeah, next year.
I can't believe Finns are 6th.
That's mint. That's so good. They play Cowboys this week.
Yeah,
That'll be an absolute
Nice start, Derby.
Robert Derby. Is that a smoky there?
It could be an orange.
Oh yeah, it's out at Queensland Country Bank Stadium as well.
That's all right. Been
Shall
nice
we
and hot.
run through this weekend's games real quick?
Yep.
Sharkies Dragoons Thursday night.
Battle of the Spoon. Nice.
Yeah. Jeez, at Shark Stadium, what do you reckon the score will be this time? 40.
Here you go. 94% of the
30 to
tips
10.
are on the Sharks.
30 to 10.
Thursday
Ooh.
night game. I'm going to Dragons bounce back.
Goonies.
I wouldn't listen to him. I think you're bottom of the tipping table.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. That's
Dude,
why.
actually, I was going to say, have you seen Wilkie is now like 8th on the tipping?
Has he forgot to do
Is
his
he?
tips? Or
I
Cop
don't
something?
that.
know. He's gone from
Who's
first.
winning? I haven't actually looked in a while.
I think it's still Big Nev.
Nev.
Shout out.
Shit.
Just can't buy experience, mate.
Nah.
It's like
Nah.
Adam Reynolds, mate.
Yeah.
You just can't buy experience. Well done in 300th game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, shit out.
There's Titans have got 8% of the hold. 92% say Seagulls, so we'll tip the Titans.
I think Titans are going to get him.
You're dreaming.
No, Titans have got him.
You know
Dave
what? I'm going to
Fafita.
tip the Seagulls just to curse the Seagulls.
Yep, sweet. You should just go to the game.
I'm not going to the game. I'm not going to.
Every game you go
8
to,
o'clock
you go
on Friday.
against
If you don't know the stats, I'm officially 1 from 26 watching the Titans live. 1 from
That is true.
26.
Can someone give this bloke like a season pass or something for free?
like,
Someone give it to him.
I'm telling you, Des, hook me up.
So he can just
Coaching
get a
staff.
win. What's him getting the win?
Dude, everyone's tipping the same team. The Chooks have 87% of the tips over the Newcastle.
ooh.
That probably puts it in the top.
Jeez, I reckon $2.84 for Newcastle is a bit.
But who are they going to be missing?
Low.
Ponga
Yeah,
Sharp's
Ponga.
out too this week for some reason.
and Best is still out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably easy money.
Jackson Hastings is back the GOAT.
You're kidding. I don't even know who that is. I don't think. I do.
If you do, it's just, not good.
Fletcher Sharp's going to fullback.
No, he's back. That's what the news was.
He is pretty good as well.
That's not too bad.
He's pretty
I think they
good.
won last time we played fullback. Scored a
He
hat-trick
could
on
have
the
made
match
the
ground.
best players of the week, actually.
Yeah, I don't do mullets.
That's fair. What about Pappy? Not a fan.
Yeah.
What about Tino? Not a
Not
fan.
mine, mate.
No, didn't think so.
Not mine, mate. Anything
What-
in blue can get stuffed.
What about Felice Kafusi's bald mullet that he had that time?
That was pretty
Yeah.
solid.
That was unreal.
That's why I got rid of it. Told him. You're coming to the Finns, mate.
Yeah,
So he's captained the team on the weekend too, if anyone noticed that. I thought that was pretty cool.
I respect it.
I've got the Finns by 2.
Oh, yeah, it'd be a close one, I reckon.
How is $1.56?
I don't know. That's wrong.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Dearden.
Origin.
Yeah, but so we're missing Hammer.
Who
That's
goes
all
to
right.
fullback?
They put Jake Avarello back.
I
but
really
he
like
played
the
really
Sunday
good
game.
last time.
Sunday game's sick. Rabbits and dogs.
Oh, that will be good.
That'll be
Rabbits
a
will get
good
him.
little game.
We're calling that game of the round.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Obviously, lacking a few Origin players, but Wayne will get him up for that.
Sunday Arvo as well. Nothing better than like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Another little incentive: Raiders have the bye, so if the doggies want to keep on top of the ladder, they've got to win this game.
Really?
Oh, they
Just-
just
just
get-
a little
And the
bit.
Wires have a bye as well.
Yep. There you go. So there you go. Don't be shy about the doggies this week. Don't worry about the Origin stars being out.
Doggies are not even going to make the 8. Galvin.
Tell you what would have been sick, and I thought about this after Sunday, Monday. I wonder what Galvin would have opened to win, because you can bet, like, I think 4 weeks ago, on who will win the player of the match in the grand final.
Oh,
I wonder what he would have been, and if they, I don't know if they would have kept it going too.
Yeah.
They would have avoided it. But if you could grab him when he was at the Tigers, because he would have been like anything. Now
Probably
that he's
200.
guaranteed to basically start, and doggies are like leading the comp, he would be into like $10.
yeah.
I wonder if there's anyone out there that's seen that. I'd like to know what that was paying.
Yeah, true.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, he was all the noise around 4 weeks ago.
Well, it was meant to be going the Eels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Gus has never met him.
Yeah, never met the guy.
Never met him.
Yeah.
He's been to plenty of sleepovers at Gus's house.
Yeah.
So that's all I've got for league this week.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do? Wait, you're gonna do Origin predictions?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, what were you saying? What were the
first try.
categories? First try.
First try.
First
final
try.
score.
Oh
And the
yeah.
match.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to go first. Man of the match, Munster,
Nice.
because
Should've gone
captain, bang.
You can do the same. You can do the same.
He'll be tearing. He'll be keen.
Yeah, true.
Score 20-24. Queensland win.
You don't have to call the team. That's a bit rough.
Okay, cool. 20
Yeah.
to 24.
Yep.
What you count, Shawnee?
Munster captain and whatever you call it, man of the match, and first try scorer,
Yep.
Dearden.
Oh. Are you going
You
second?
can go next.
All right. We're doing score first.
Yep.
Whatever you want.
Perth, there'll be a few tries scored. I reckon. So I'll go 30-28.
Ooh, I like that.
Queensland's way.
Respect it.
Player of the match, Tino. He's going to score. And he's going to have a heap of meters.
I've tried to zone him, probably.
Yeah, after Locks is going off him. I reckon it could be the first time. First try scorer, I'm going to go with Munster.
Yeah, nice. That's what we want to see.
Just something really weird's going to happen, I reckon.
You know what will happen? It'll be New South Wales win 38-0. Lomax will get first try, last guy,
Yeah.
every try.
Yeah, probably.
Let's get weird. First try, Luke Capewell.
Luke.
If
Kurt.
Kurt.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kurt. I'm thinking of Metcalf.
Many.
But if the Smokey pulls through and he gets benched, I'll sub it to Val.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, nice.
Oh, someone like that.
Yeah.
Score, don't know who, but 28-10.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a New South Wales win there.
Yeah.
And player of the match will be
cheeky
Dearden.
bugger.
Dearden, I like it.
Little Smokey, if Queensland win the next 2 games, you can get $81 for Dearden to get player of the series.
Really?
It's worth it.
It's worth
For
a 10.
$81.
Yeah, worth $10 on it.
Was 81, don't know what it is now. But yeah, had a look at that. Just to bring it on the pod, just to mention it for the followers.
You got too much time, pal.
Yeah.
It's hard being a fucking podcaster, man.
You're doing your homework.
It's hard.
All right. Well, we've got to touch on the AFL. We never really do enough of the AFL.
Yeah.
Some interesting propositions since we've last chat. The Lions have fallen off the cliff.
Yep. They lost to the
Mate,
Crows.
that was the hardest last quarter watch I've ever seen in my
It happened
life.
for a couple of weeks, but like
They could not kick the
know.
foot. Like they had 90% of possession in that fourth quarter in their forward half of the field as well. Like, and if it did get down, they'd turn it over straight away.
yeah.
It was just like they were missing targets. They missed
It was
any
like
chance they had a goal.
0-5.
Yeah, I think they
kicked.
ended up kicking 8 behinds in the last quarter or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't talk to Brody about it. Far
Yeah.
out. He was
Dude, that
I
was-
tried. I asked him for a comment.
No,
He gave me a classic no comment.
no comment.
Dude, that was a hard watch.
Yeah, it's a hard loss for him.
Yeah.
Hard loss for the Lions.
But I don't know if that's Brisbane being shit under pressure in the last quarter or rushing things or Adelaide's defence being too much for the Lions. And
I reckon
that's
it's
given a
mentality.
stroke to
I
Adelaide.
reckon more it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
I reckon. I haven't watched all their games, but when I do watch, it just seems like they expect it to happen.
Yeah.
A bit like the Broncos.
Yeah, relying
Instead
on
of
other
actually
players.
doing it, they just think it's going to happen.
yeah,
I don't know.
Relying on
don't
other
know.
players too much. It was weird.
But
But,
even like the goal kicking, like to me, when I see goal kicking like that, just makes me believe that they're just not thinking about what they're actually doing.
Yeah.
Because all it would have taken is one person just to just catch the ball,
and kick a
walk
goal.
back, and just kill the game for a couple
Yeah.
of moments. I didn't see that happen once.
Yeah.
I swear most kicks I seen was just straight out of the ruck, snapping,
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
trying
it
to
was.
rush the goal.
Yeah,
They needed another big body in that last quarter.
Yeah.
So they subbed that young bloke from Richard or Ty Gallup.
Yeah.
He debuted. So he had first few touches, 3 quarters, and had a bit of a head knock in a marking contest. He goes hard. They subbed him in that third quarter sort of thing. And then Devin Robinson comes on and he missed 2 goals in the last quarter. And
Yeah.
pretty well that was all he did. Where they needed another tall body because they were just getting outmarked in the 50.
Yeah.
If they had just one more coming through, I reckon they would end up winning the game. But
But the Pies are,
Yeah.
not the Pies, the Crows are going pretty good.
Crows
They-
don't,
I
nothing
think they're
against
top
them.
4.
Nothing,
at the
yeah,
moment.
nothing
Like-
against them. They're decent.
They're
Ben
cracking
Keys
on.
is just come out of his shell again, and not even he was good last year and the year before, and he's just gotten better every
cracking
year.
on. Rolls had a good game.
Yeah,
old Thorpe.
Phil Thorpe. I can't even say his name.
He's a good
properly.
man, old Rolls. But
Tex Walker had a couple of touches. Old boy.
another stat I seen, Craig McRae. Is that
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Pies-
Collingwood's coach.
Yeah.
Flea
Now has the most 1 point
wins. Dude, it was happening so. Remember last year how
Yeah.
much they just kept
and the year
just
before, and the year
winning?
before.
Yeah,
That's where it all started. Was the year
Far
before he
out.
won the comp.
it was doing my
Yeah.
head in.
Really?
Because we
Yeah.
kept coming back the year before. That's where it all started.
Yeah.
Because that's where I found Pies behind at 3/4 time to win.
Yeah.
Dude, back then it was like $17. Now it's like $8. You used to
Yeah.
get it all the time.
They just
And
come
another
back.
good one is you could get super margins in AFL. You just go 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7, 8. Because I always found it was never 6. And they're all paying like $67, $68. And the Pies always win by short.
Yeah, yeah,
Even if you
true.
go 1 to 10, it's like $7 most times. I'm not even joking. And they usually win like by small amounts.
True.
So if you want to start getting on the Pies bandwagon,
Yeah,
that's the one.
Okay.
Now it's going to come down. I shouldn't have said it on PTP.
That's-
Mate, that's
yeah.
coming
it's a good
in.
bet. That's a little cheeky AFL one for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chuck it on the bingo card.
Yep.
yeah. That was a sick game as well. King's birthday game.
Yeah.
Like on Monday, that was pretty cool. Maxi Gorn just shanking it across in the
Oh.
last. It was already 72 or 71 already. I got confused. So they were already behind by 1 point, and there was 40 seconds to go on the clock. So I reckon in a way, he's
Well,
done the right thing
He did do the right thing.
to try and go out and just
I
open it
believe.
up and run down because like Collingwood were just flooding that side of the field.
You got to do something.
You got to do something, but shanking it was pretty
Straight to a Collingwood player.
straight to a Collingwood player.
Straight to him.
I think it was Hoskin Elliott or someone who just chest mark, just goes back, takes the clock off. They've won, look. And then that was when Stephen May and him were having a go at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a fallout from that.
And I saw
Yeah.
that there was the goalpost video of it as well.
Comes back for a second dig, which no one realised. So now it's back in the media times 2.
Yeah, and you see him come off after the ground, after the game, and go under the ground, and he just gone straight to like the room where the cameras on or
Great
something. I
call.
reckon he
So
would've
Max
lost
went
it.
straight to the players' dressing room, which is
Yeah.
the like where you don't go.
You usually stay out the team and talks,
Yeah.
and he just
He went straight down. And they reckon like this is the final straw for Maxi after like all the last few years. What's happened, like Oliver,
Yeah.
Parker, like the club's gone through a bit. And they reckon this is
After
probably
that
it for him,
premiership.
eh? Yeah.
2020.
Where does he go, or does he retire?
I don't know.
I reckon
He's still so fit, man.
Dude, he's still pretty good.
He's the best. He's number one, if not top 2,
Yep.
ruckman in the comp.
You can just see him going to the Cats.
Imagine that, man. They've got money, still to burn, farms to give away,
It's great. I don't know.
coffee shops to open. you
First thing
fuckers.
I was thinking when I seen the blow up, and everyone's like, "Oh, that could be his final straw." It's like he's definitely going the Cats.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hawthorn.
Nah, your ruck's good. I can't remember what his
We're
name
pretty
is.
good
He's
up
a
there.
gun, man.
I'm glad we got the win. Ginnivan's carry on with the goal.
That
I
was
love
good.
it.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know. People are getting old, eh?
Yeah, they're getting
Like-
old. They forget that's just a bit of fun. And he
Yeah.
said it in
It
a
is,
post
it's footy.
as well. Yeah.
Like we were saying, if imagine going down the local Roos game
yeah.
and old mate does it, everyone would be cracking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's copped a heap online
Yeah.
anyway. Like he's
He copped
enjoyed
it. He's copped it since he started playing. Like when he
It's
was at
Ginnivan.
Collingwood.
What do you think he was going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the part that I hate, like, he almost missed it.
Yeah, he gave it
That
a
would have been
good.
bad.
Oh, yeah.
That
I would have missed it on purpose.
Or just hit the post for a
Yeah.
bit of crack.
Or just stood there and just waited.
Yeah.
Just like, you gonna come get
He
me.
come get me. Run the clock. I like Hawks is a good game as well. They still look. They look good.
They needed a couple of losses.
Yeah, piece it together.
Yeah, don't want to be called the May premiers. It's always embarrassing.
Nah.
Who do you
Same
reckon?
thing.
Is there anyone that's outside the 8 in the AFL that's going to make a bit of a run for it?
Let's have a look.
Because you got Collingwood,
Gander, yeah. Collingwood's on
Lions.
top. Lions,
I still think
Crows,
it's
Cats.
Yeah, it's
Doggies for sure and could be in the top. They get Sam Darcy back this
Doggies.
week. Yeah, that Sam
the
Darcy's
Doggies
back.
coach got re-signed for the AFL boys. The old Bev got a 3-year extension.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't have offered it, but they did.
Which coaches make more money, NFL or NRL or
I don't
AFL?
I'm not sure. I know the AFL, they're on pretty decent coin.
I think you've got to be pretty elite to get some pretty good. I think even Wayne's only on like 1.2 a year,
Yeah.
to be honest. Like,
But would the
and that's-
AFL be more than that, you
I
reckon?
reckon AFL be less.
That's big money for like
Yeah.
what Wayne's on too.
I'm not really sure. I've never really thought about that either.
For a bit of a smoky, I'll say the Swans, eh?
Oh, you're kidding.
Nah,
Jimmy.
yeah.
Shout out to
No,
Jimmy.
I don't hate them, mate. I just
Yeah.
think they're the
Jimmy.
only team who are just not are that far off what they should be.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
kind of like the Broncos to me. Like, there's no way that Sydney are a 13th place team.
Well, I was watching them
They've
play
had
Richmond
injuries.
at the pub, and Richmond were beating them. It was like it ended up being like 80-30, but
Yeah.
I think Richmond was winning at
We've done
one
that a
point. It
few
was like
times now.
30-10, and I was like, "Oh, Richmond's looking good."
Yeah.
They got like 4 points the rest of the game.
We start hot and strong, and then then our experience just diminishes, and then we just get pumped.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
happy though. We'll be good in 4 years.
Overachieving is St Kilda.
They're overachieving.
Yeah, they're no good.
Jack Higgins, probably the best.
I don't like them at all. Carlton are up to 11th. That's even weird.
Yeah, what the hell?
Where'd they come from?
Don't know.
They were like right down there.
They got
The
one
Bombers
win.
are all right.
Bombers
Yeah.
are alright. They're just
They're alright.
so hit and miss.
Yeah, that's been like to put into perspective, right? They're the only team from 1st to 11th who have less than 100 points on their points for and against, and it's 84. Like for AFL terms, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. Because I always found like 120 to be like the mark that you want to be around for percentage. So who's on that? Collingwood are 134, Adelaide are 137.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hawks and Goldie 122, 111. Giants 107. So yeah, they're way off the ball.
The Giants have been playing pretty sloppy the last few games.
Yeah,
haven't been
that's
no
what they
good,
do,
eh?
but that's what they do. It's their Achilles heel,
Yeah.
that club. They just drop off. They always seem to drop off during the year, eh? And then never
So
really find
weird.
their mojo again.
No.
Because I
Just lose
don't.
it.
I'll actually like the Giants. I've always sort of had a soft spot for them. Like they've had a stacked midfield for as long as I can remember, and they've
Yeah.
just never achieved.
Nah.
I don't reckon.
They got pumped by the big Tigs in 2019. I'm pretty sure we beat them.
Yeah, that murdered the soul of the club.
That felt so good.
It felt so good.
It was like we
It
absolutely
wouldn't
pumped
lost,
them.
but that would have been a huge story because obviously they're like the development team with
Yeah.
the Suns.
Yeah, the Suns, we thought they were going to get, we put them down for 10 plus wins.
Well, I say this proudly. They're definitely overachieving, and they're starting to show it a bit on the ladder. We've had a couple of performances where it's like, oh no, but crack a year,
Yeah.
They're going good, man. They got
way better than what we should
right.
be. Sent a clip to you during the week. It was just nice seeing
Yeah.
Hardwick running around at training.
Yeah.
The goat. So yeah,
yeah.
oh,
They're,
we might get there. Doing
like
better than just down the highway at Seabus anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, what's going on? You guys don't really know how to breed NRL players, really, do you?
Well, we do.
You've
Just
got
don't know how to
AFL
keep
players.
them. Like, Gold Coast has got like the biggest sanctuary of juniors, like Keebra, Palm Beach. Like they're the best rugby league schools, and they just aren't affiliated to the Titans. Like it's another reason why it's just a dumb club. So don't get me started on it. But, like,
How do they
there is
get
no excuse.
affiliation? How do you get them?
Go to the school and bloody get connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like I don't know, it's just dumb.
Yeah. They
Like they should be feeding. Sorry to go back to the Titans, but they should be going from straight from grade 10 to 12 into the feeder clubs, which should be South Logan, Burleigh, and Tweed, because that's south of Brisbane. That should be to the Titans, which are affiliated to the Broncos, and they should then filter straight into the Titans. It should be as simple as that.
yeah.
Like great example, like the best one's Benji Marshall. He's from Keebra. Never even got close to playing for one of the Queensland teams.
Yeah,
You
so
know, like,
true.
Even the Broncos didn't bat an eyelid to him. It was an hour down the road. Like, I just, gets me angry a bit.
Yeah, I can see it.
Anyway.
I can see it in your eyes.
It's been a bad year.
Tough year for
Anyway.
Bronx as well. Tough year for the Panthers. Go the Fins. Go the Fins.
Yeah.
the
Fins up, boys.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do some 3-2-1s? What about last week's 3-2-1s?
And if you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know, Mal Meninga got the coaching gig for the Bears.
yeah.
Yeah,
Tick.
right.
That's confirmed a couple of days ago.
Oh, well done to Mel.
Yeah.
Smell my fingers, doing good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Have a think about it for a week, and you got to pick if they haven't already done it, you got to try and pick the first signing for the Bears.
Oh,
That'll be cool.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Like, the first big signing, you know what I mean?
Happy.
Maybe.
Maybe. Cobbo.
Could be. But Cobbo can barely move from Brisbane. How's he going to go to Perth?
Yeah.
Find out next week.
Yeah, exactly.
Clint Gutherson.
Ooh.
If he's
Toby
alive.
Sexton.
If you got an idea, put it in the comment section.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. All right. Well, I got
go
1
to-
point last week for
Ooh.
Derby getting a try, and Bados got 1 point
He's
last
back.
week,
He's back.
and he is now climbing the ladder.
And if you want to know how good my week went, my 2 points almost hit for the $5 but I clicked unders instead of overs at the Titans Broncos game. So,
That's rough for him.
what's new?
I'm streaming ahead though.
That's right.
Seven.
You're only a
7
three-pointer
points.
away. Have you guys already done yours?
Nah.
Oh, sweet.
I need 5 minutes.
Yep.
We will be back.
Back in a sec.
It's not bad.
Awesome. Got the hat on. I'm going back to first. Back to tradition.
Here we go.
Oh, so you're going first with the hat on.
Yep.
That's your plan this
the
week.
blood. I thought you said it was
That's
a
your
jinx.
plan.
It probably was, but nothing's working anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So I double checked my homework this week to make sure I got it right.
Mm-hmm.
My $2.26 is Hawthorn into Cats. Hawthorn's got the Crows, so it's a bit harder than you think.
Yeah.
All right. They're $1.90. And then I felt bad, so I put Geelong in to get it to $2.30.
Yeah, that's fair.
My $5, I'm keeping the faith because we're back at the Gold Coast. AJ Brimson always scores at the Goldie. Into Herbie.
Oh, yeah, the
Ooh.
9 consecutive.
Yeah, I thought that'd be pretty cool. That's my $5. And then my $10. If we remember a few episodes ago for the PTP Black Book Firestorm,
Yeah.
it is back first up at Eagle Farm Race 7, number 4, $4.20. Multi that into Sacred Rocks in the last at Rose Hill, $3.10. We'll pay $13.
I'll give you that. That's
Thank you.
solid.
That's
13
me.
buckaroonies.
I'm hoping you come away with some points this week.
Yeah, you
Same.
need to do something, mate. Catch up to us, eh?
Yeah, no worries, mate. Behind me, mate. Still when you pulled a point last week, mate. I think
Thank God I got that point as well because I was
Yeah.
seriously considering what was wrong with me.
You finally caught up to the listeners who haven't actually put a bet on in about 4 episodes.
I got one back on them.
Dirty dog.
Yeah, that's so. It's just too hard to organise.
It's a bit on.
My $2 Rose Hill race 7 on Saturday. Number 7 Unstoppable
Oh,
to place. $2.45. Simple yet effective.
Brilliant last start. Run 5th in a slashing run home.
Really?
Yeah. It was a market mover that day too. It was about $37 into 16s.
is this like an encyclopedia? What the
He's ChatGPT was a person.
Good pick. Good pick.
Yeah.
That's no homework either.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Then me $5. Cowboys Dolphins. Tuolungi Herbie Bostock.
Love it.
And
Yeah,
then
I
me
love
$10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cola, Saab, Philip Sami.
Try
$10.
scorer, man. I get you $10 exactly.
$10.09, pal.
Dangerous game to be putting the $10 on.
Yeah, you got to be going at least $12.
No, I'm happy with that.
At least.
I'm going 10 points this week.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
If you give 10 points, I may as well just give up.
Maybe not.
We've only got 7. I've got 7 points for the season. Baden's got
We missed
3.
You can tell I put a lot of thought into these bets.
We're struggling.
Give us some props. We've got to do it 3 days ahead of time too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty tough.
yeah, that is a very good point.
Yeah. Thank
I
you.
would definitely change.
Got excuses for days as Titans fans,
Yeah.
boys.
Yep.
Don't worry. What do
I
you
did
got,
see
Bados?
that Olukuatu was still in the team for Seagulls.
Yeah.
So he's not Origin, but he'll be playing in the game.
But I don't think he'll play there because he's having a kid.
Yeah. Cool. That's why I left him out.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I missed
Scores a hat-trick now.
I missed my 3-pointer last week by a smidge.
Excuses.
The Little Miss Muffin.
Excuses.
Dead last.
Oh, that's a
But Warney's going to be one to watch, actually.
Yeah, Warney goes good.
Warney, I like that horse. But yeah, anyway, back. Opening old wounds up. $2.27 is my first play. We're going North Melbourne and Freo. I think it's going to be a very interesting game. It's
Yep.
It's at Marvel as well, so it's at North Home.
Ooh, roof will be closed.
Yeah, it's going to be weird. I reckon.
Echo a lot because there'll be no crowd.
Yeah, it'll be North. Yeah, it'd be probably half full. Anyway, Jai Simpkin to get 20.
Yep.
He's probably not going to get focused on as much with the midfield of Freo. They got some good midfielders as well, but I think Simpkin will be able to get out a little bit. And then Jack Darling, anytime he hasn't kicked 1 in 2 games, but he's due for 1. He's an ex-West Coast player, gun, veteran. And that leads me into my 2-point play, which is the West Coast Carlton game. This is $5.25 odds.
Ooh,
You like that?
yeah.
It's pretty good.
Go on.
Right on the money. I'm actually going to back West Coast here against the Blues. It's in Perth as well, so if anything, like if there's any team that choke terribly hard and shit their pants, it's Carlton.
That's fair.
So I'm hoping that they can put it together and West Coast play some decent footy and get one. And for them to do that, I think Liam Ryan needs to step up as a small forward because Carlton's got Jacob Wiedering, who's going to just try and obviously take out Oscar Allen, who's their best forward. So Liam Ryan needs to stand up. He's kicking 2 or more. So it's West Coast to win, Liam Ryan 2 or more for $5.25.
Vic.
That's pretty good.
And then I go back to the 2-leg place multi for the horses. For my 3-pointer. One, actually, you know this horse quite well, Loxy. It's a local at Eagle Farm. I'm pretty sure anyway. I Am Artie.
Your fave.
It goes good, Art.
You like that one?
He's good. He's good.
Race 5 to place for $3.40.
That will be the one with the
Red and black.
Yeah, give me a chance to answer it.
Sorry, mate.
Jesus.
Sorry, mate. Yeah,
Yep,
it's
I
the red
like
and
it.
black. And then Rise at Dawn.
Yep. Oh,
It's a Benny. It's a Hayes horse, mate.
plucked this straight out of my black book. This
Did you? I love that horse, mate.
goes good, bro. Goes good.
Yeah, that's in race 8, and that's $3.60 odds to play. So you're getting $12.24 combined. Just have a snozzer on each one of them as well, each way,
Yeah.
just for fun. Especially Rise at Dawn.
Keep it exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah. Why not?
why not?
Exactly.
I'm going to hit a point last week. Let's see what can happen this week.
Yeah. He's on the climb.
He's on the comeback.
Yeah. A dangerous man.
He's a dangerous man when he's found some form.
Yeah, $2.05 win, and we're cheering me on. But yeah, it's an exciting week of footy ahead.
Yep. See how everyone plays. Hopefully the Titans can get a W.
Yeah.
Highly
soul
unlikely.
searching.
But we'll
More
see.
importantly, I'll sacrifice a Titans dub for a Queensland win.
Yeah, that's fair. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
Yeah, what's going to happen next week when the games on? We're going to do like you just play Oztag on the Thursday night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to figure something out for Origin next week.
I don't know. Actually, this might be our last game,
Oh, yeah.
Because it did say round 10. TBA, stay tuned.
Stay
Might have to
tuned.
do a Tuesday special for Origin.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Or we did do a bit of Origin then.
Yeah.
Well, it's only 8:16 now.
Be
We've
heaps
done
of
it.
different news coming out before
That's
now
true.
and then. There's a few things I'm
That's
hearing
true.
out of camp, so
Yeah,
I
true.
reckon there'll be a few change-ups.
Yeah, we'll focus on that.
Yep.
We can get in maybe before the game.
Yeah, because it's only 15:15 now. And if we get a bit earlier,
And it's in Perth. It doesn't start till 10.
it's at 10 o'clock.
8:05, just in case you actually fall for that.
Yeah.
Or watch it a week early like someone we know.
Yeah. Good work, Chuck.
Alrighty.
All right. See you next week.